the reason why we went back was because Tony's grandma was sick and he needed to go home to help his mom. And unfortunately, again, I was there on a visitor's visa, and I couldn't stay longer. We only had a certain amount of time, and at the end of the time we knew we wanted to stay longer because the problem wasn't solved at that point. But we had to leave because of my visa.
Yeah.
Same situation as always.
We got an email telling me that my grandmother had terminal cancer. And this is a pretty shocking thing to hear, especially while we were out on the road. You know, the whole time we had Thomas's tourist visa hanging over our head. We did not have unlimited time in the United States. We knew there's an end date, and that end date was not enough. We needed to stay longer.
But we had to leave at that point.
I mean, imagine that your family needs you, and ridiculous laws prevent you from helping them. It's agonizing.
And that's the problem. As our parents and grandparents age, we need to be able to go back, see them, take care of them. We have to be flexible in our, you know, I can't have a time limit.
We constantly face a future where we are going to be confronting these kind of problems. You know, it's like, how are we going to economically survive? How are you going to take care of your family? How are you going to, like, you know, unending questions that we've had for 16 years, more than 16 years, and we have no end in sight.
Initially, in 1993, I said, don't worry, you know, things will be fine. We're going to work this out. This is America. There's just no way that this isn't going to work out for you guys. We're going to move forward, and don't worry about it. It's America. Everybody has their equal rights here. It'll be fine. And we forged forward. Thomas and I attended different meetings trying to get sponsorship to form an organization here in San Diego. Finally got funding for the organization for equal rights for the GLBT community. And Tony and Thomas worked for years on that program. We worked with the PFLAG. We worked with Human Rights Campaign, Equality California. I met with the governor's office. I met with the congresswoman's office here in San Diego. Met with the senator's office, and come to find out nothing was going to change. Just terrible, missing Tony and Thomas so deeply. We always were together every Thursday night for dinner and to watch Survivor together.
Yes, that's one of our favorite shows. We get to hang out together and watch, and it was really exciting to be together.
We'd have a big dinner together. They would cook one time, we would cook the next time. They're great cooks. We spent our weekends together. We hiked together. We spent our vacations together. Going through the Southwest at Thanksgiving time. We would always go through the Southwest visiting different Indian reservations. At one point we lived together for 2 years. And when we moved here after having lived with Tony and Thomas for 2 years, it was so silent in the house that it was hard to be without them, even though they still lived here in San Diego at the time. I'm the only child, and I have Tony as an only child. And of course now I have Thomas as my second son. And we're a unit. Yeah. We're a unit, we're a family. It's tough.
This is our life you're talking about here.
This is our life as a family unit that we've lost. We've lost it.
I think one of the most difficult challenges in everything, you know, since we started, like since we got together, is not knowing what's going to happen in 2 years, in 5 years, in 10 years. The constant fear of where are we going to be? Like, what is going to happen to us? And psychologically, that is really, really hard. It's like we're fugitives or refugees or something like that. I mean, it's insane. I shouldn't be forced to alter my entire existence to give up education, to give up career opportunities, to have to radically alter my entire life because someone out there doesn't feel comfortable with my relationship. I don't care if you feel comfortable with my relationship or not. Nobody should care whether you feel comfortable with my relationship or not. It's not anybody's right to say, oh, I don't like you, so therefore you have to leave the country. It's not your right to do that. I'm American. I have the right to live in my country, just like everyone else. What is our Constitution for? You know, does it say, yeah, you have the freedom to kick people you don't like out of the country? Oh, minorities have rights unless we actually really, really don't like them. Then you can kick them out. Then you can, you can persecute them.
You know, it's just
It's ridiculous.
basic rights. We want to live in the United States. We want to, I want to be with him, with my partner. I mean, it should be just a basic.
Yeah, it's like, okay, well, we'll wait for 10 years. We wait 10 years. No, we'll wait for 15 years. We'll wait for 15 years. And of course, now we're like, oh, we'll wait for 20 years.
Yeah.
20 years. But then there's no, what do you do? Like, what do you do if you get to the end of the 10 or 15 or 20 years and nothing has changed? What do you do? Do you break up? It seems stupid, doesn't it? I mean, what do you do? Like, I have no idea. So we just keep going. Just keep going and keep going and keep
wandering
going.
around the world.
Yeah.
Do we have choices? Or are we just puppets on a string, following this deadly familiar path? Will we ever get answers? Or will the story end the same as before? Is there any reason we can't be sure? We rely, but does the government supply? They just deny and continue to imply, while people still cry, kissing loved ones goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Will they ever justify? Stop the lying, continuously denying. We're just not buying, people are still dying. Does the government supply? They just deny and continue to imply, while people still cry, kissing love